Hello, this is the 61st lecture of the Semantic SEO course. In this lecture, we will talk about sequence modeling and the large language model optimization in the context of the search engine optimization. At the beginning of this course, most probably you have seen my Saigon speech. There also, we have talked about the future of the SEO. And since we will keep this course active and at the same time updated and related to the future possibilities as much as possible, including natural language processing, understanding, or generation, we will need to understand the importance of the sequence modeling a little further. So the thing is, when you actually process all these queries like a search engine, you will realize that these are just canonical or the representative queries, which means that some of these queries, they are the root query in that cluster, but some others, they are just represented by these canonicals. If you go to a kind of visual representation here, it will be easier to explain together with the sequence modeling. So the thing here is that if you check this query, let's say drinking water, the words that can come to this middle part are already predetermined, and the words that can come after these and the words that can come before these specific sequence, they are all actually predetermined. If we choose the specific word, let's say if we choose the word 1 to this area, some of the word possibilities or the word sequence possibilities in this part, they will be eliminated, and some others, they will be increasing actually their possibility. And this probability game actually will be helping us to create the content briefs or also structuring our documents as much as possible. In some of my SEO case studies, I always told that you use unique n-grams, because if you're able to use unique phrase sequences that are not seen before with unique information, it shows that you are an authority on that topic because you are able to provide the unique information. When we look at this section here, we see that if we choose the word 1, in this area, it's a higher possibility that we can actually see the word 2. If these two are aligning with each other, there will be a word 3 in that part. If you look at these queries in this area, we will realize that the words that come before the drinking, the words can come before the water, they are changing. And since the most important word here is the adjective that we are using, which is hot, it means that the benefits or the risks or some other types of sections like disadvantages or the side effects, some other aligning or let's say consolidating terms will be appearing together. The thing is that in our supplementary content, we are trying to give some of these probabilities or the possibility of word sequences a little bit further. That's why especially we focus on after eating or after dinner, before dinner, during dinner, drinking hot water before sleep, or when something else happens, drinking hot water when you have a headache or when you have a toothache, or many other types of contexts here that actually we can add to our supplementary content. The reason that I don't directly add some of these rich word sequences directly to my macro context is that inside the queries we already have a really clear contextual signal, because the specific queries here from both of the sources that we are targeting site-wide or the page wide, they are aligning with each other in a really good way. Most of the time you can get these small context signals from the bottom parts or the queries that these pages actually are ranking with lower query volume. The important thing here is that in terms of your specific word sequences or the sequence modeling, whatever you have chosen in this area, the transition in your contextual vector from first macro context area to the micro context section, it always to be able to be connected to each other. When we ask for what kinds of water can you drink hot, we are trying to unite the word sequence hot water with the hot Arctic water, hot luxury water, or hot mineral water, hot vitamin water, or many other things in this area. When it comes to this specific Boolean question, drinking hot water daily or drinking hot Arctic water daily. And when it comes to the best time to drink, it is connected to the actual best temperature to drink. So frequency, timing, or specific measurement for specific hot water definition, all these things are coming together in the context of providing unique n-grams, word sequences in a proper order as well. Most of the time, try to leave these type of things a little bit to the bottom part. You can even talk about actually not just drinking hot water, but also using hot water for massage or therapy or other types of things, and you can explain its benefits in this area, and you can connect these things to the health and from health to the drinking hot water one more time. And if we need to talk or show a few examples in the recurring neural networks, we have all these sequences one by one. If you check these sequences, pronoun, verb, article, adjective, and the noun, these things always will be coming together in different types of contexts as well. You can change movie with something else or awesome with something else. But there are some constraints. If you use a certain type of noun here, some of the adjectives, they will be eliminated. And based on that, always you will need to think about word sequences as much as possible. And in terms of the probable probabilities of these word sequences, it is called sequence modeling. If you are not able to think some of these word sequences in a proper way, there are some certain other ways to imagine these things as much as possible. For instance, we can actually use some of the large language models to predict the next word, or we can use sometimes these type of simple Chrome extensions. I don't use this type of Chrome extensions personally, but let's say if you don't know what to do or how to do exactly, Text Optimizer or some other options, they might help you to see some of the word sequences. My suggestion to you is that try to always use your brain first. Then if you need really, try to get a little bit support from some of these options as well. And when you look at our supplementary content in this area, you will realize that we always overlapping with different types of nouns or adjectives while creating the best possible connected question to the previous sections as much as possible. And whenever we have a possible connection, we actually use some of these anchor tags in this area. Thank you.